Welcome. I want to take a few minutes and talk about simple interest calculations. Now, the reason I want to bring this up is there's been several issues that I've seen over the last many years. Simple interest is calculated by an equation. And the equation is represented on your screen right now. I equals P times R times T, where I equals the interest, P is the principal, R is the rate at which the interest is gained, and T is time in years. Now, keeping this in mind, we need to understand that the equation should truly be written like this. I equals P times R times, in parentheses, T. And the reason that I'm saying that this is a way to remember it and a way to do it is very simple. If we go back to what we call the order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I hope you've all heard this, but this is a memory that we use or a mnemonic that we use to talk about order of mathematical operations. P, please, means parentheses are done first. E stands for exponents, second. Then we multiply, then we divide, then we add, and we subtract. And why that is so critical in this particular instance is that very often I have found, not just in textbooks, but in algorithms that are used by programs, this to be incorrect. So let me show you an example. So let's use an example of, we're going to use a principal of $6,300. We're going to have a rate of 6.1%, and we're going to have the time as 10 months. If you plug this into that equation and you do not have the parentheses, this is how it comes out. You'll multiply 6,300 times 0.061 because you convert that into a decimal, and then you're going to multiply it by 10, and then you're going to divide all that by 12. This is a problem. This is not how it is done, because the time, the partial time, is not part of the whole equation. It is an independent variable by itself. If you do this the way you're supposed to, it will look as you see right here. 6,300 times 0.061 times parentheses 10 divided by 12. Why is that? Because we're looking at 10 months, so it's less than a year. We need to put that into a decimal in order to use it. And then you see it at the very bottom. That means it would equal 0.83. If you do this right, then the mathematics come out correctly. So please be aware of this as you move forward and understand that even though the equation is correct, how we do it is different. Now let me also add to this, rate may be the same way. Although typically rate is given in a yearly manner, sometimes it could be bi-yearly or it could be quarterly, in which case you have to do the parentheses around that rate as well. So you would have a rate, and then maybe as long as it's a year on the time, you don't have to have the parentheses. So just remember, anytime that you have a partial of something on it, you're going to have to do that first. All right? Hopefully you guys have learned something out of here. If you need anything else, please let me know. We look forward to talking to you soon.